Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making banana bread. Just kidding, don't leave. Hi, welcome. My name is Nisha and this is my channel where I show you tips and tricks on how to live a more compassionate life. And I do this on my stories, Instagram stories a lot, where I make dinner with you guys. And I felt like doing that on my YouTube channel. So today I'm gonna be making like a chickpea pasta dish. I saw on Bon Appetit, Claire made this like chickpea pasta and I was like, that is a vegan dish just waiting to be made by me. Because if you don't know, I love chickpeas. I am probably chickpeas' biggest fan. Also, I'm going to be incorporating some asparagus just because we had it, and we're trying not to go to the grocery a lot because of the world we live in. I have a pot of boiling water. I have not salted it yet, so just heavily salt this baby. Oh my God, that's too much salt. Oh my God, that's not enough salt. Bite me. So while that's going, I'm going to prep the other ingredients. Now I'm going to be incorporating the chickpeas into the sauce as well as topping it with chickpeas, because why not? These are my favorite brand of chickpeas. I get the extra large size. Could we have squeakier doors? I don't know. I get the extra large size. These are great. The aquafaba smells like if you feed your dog too many chickpeas, what their poop smells like. That's not a joke, that's true. Try it. DM me. Tell me if you agree. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna be doing is I've rinsed and drained these in a colander down below. What's up? I'm gonna record that right now. So I've rinsed them and drained them from the juicy juice in here. You wanna make sure that when you run water over it, that there's no more bubbles. Those bubbles can give people some rumblies in their lower tummy. So we try to get rid of those. We try to rinse those off of everything. I'm going to reserve 1/2 cup for the topping, the crunchy baked chickpea topping, and then 1 whole cup, which should be like a small whole container's use of chickpeas for the sauce. I'm gonna start off by prepping these asparagus. I'm gonna cut off the hard, disgusting ends. I'm gonna cut them in to like, let's say, maybe like a 1/4 inch. Yes, I'm gonna cut them into little 1/4 inch sizes just because I don't wanna have like a big dollop of the sticks on the side like you would get at a steak restaurant, like next to your filet dead cow. So like, I'm gonna cut them up so I can fully incorporate them into the delicious pasta dish at the end. Chopping the ends off, chopping them into 1/4 pieces. Then I'm going to put them in a bowl. These have already been washed. Okay, you can see I have done that. They are all tiny pieces. Now I'm gonna put them in this bowl, which I can't do with one hand. Wow. They're chopped, they're ready. So I'm gonna take some olive oil. Oh, this is empty. I would say this is about a tablespoon. Then I'm gonna mix it up so everything is evenly coated. So with clean hands, massage. So with clean hands, I'm gonna do a bit of salt. I think this is about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 pinches. So salt, we don't have many spices. We're in quarantine. Like, we've got a little tiny bit of garlic powder left. And then some paprika. This is just regular paprika, not smoked, not sweet, not spicy. A 1/4 teaspoon of paprika, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic granules, but like, don't let me tell you how many garlic granules to use. That you measure that with your heart. Say it with me. Now we're just gonna massage the spices together so that they're evenly incorporated and everything looks like it has a little bit of everything on it, you know? That looks good. Now I'm gonna take my oven pan lined with parchment paper and I'm gonna put the asparagus on top. I'm gonna roast them at 425 for 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. It could be a little more, it could be a little less, depending on your oven. I'm doing it super high because I want the oil on the skin of the asparagus to blister a little bit. So it has a little bit of wrinkling and blistering. We'll see if that happens. So I'm gonna put that on the parchment paper and I'm gonna spread the asparagus out evenly so no one's on top of each other. Everyone gets their own space, because when you crowd vegetables are rich in water. They tend to steam and not crisp up, and crispiness is what enhances flavor and toasts the spices on it. So you want that crispiness. If you're gonna go through all the trouble of boiling up and like putting it in the oven, crisp it up, make sure it bakes and roasts instead of steams. So 425 for 10 minutes. Gonna stick it in. Okay, now we're gonna do the chickpeas. I'm going to take a half cup of the chickpeas. Do I want a half cup? This seems so small. I'm just gonna use the same bowl. No need to dirty another bowl. You can take the skins off if you want. I like the skins. They add fiber. They don't make my stomach hurt, but if you'd like to try to get the skins off, let me know. Did it work? How tedious was it? Was it worth it? So 1 cup of chickpeas that have been rinsed and drained. Okay, these are the best measuring cups ever. I will link them below. They compress flat and then pop out. And they're dishwasher safe. Not sponsored. I just love kitchen appliances. Chickpeas. We're gonna do the same exact thing with the chickpeas as we did the asparagus, but we're gonna roast them for a little longer. I'm just gonna put them on the same baking sheet and then remove the asparagus and then keep these in there for a little longer. For this many chickpeas, I think you only need about a teaspoon of olive oil. Toss them up so they're evenly coated. They may be a little wet. The trick with roasting chickpeas, if you want them extra crunchy, is to make sure that they dry and they dehydrate. When you take them fresh out of the can, they tend to stay a little crunchy unless you really like cook them for a really long and low temperature. I don't have time for that. I don't mind a not so crunchy chickpea, but if you want it to be like a crouton, I would use a chickpea that you've already like drained and like had in the fridge and has dried out a little bit, because you're gonna get that really nice crunch. We're just looking for done, not perfection in this kitchen. I'm gonna switch up the spice profile just to like give it, I mean, it's not that big of a difference. I'm just gonna use the Trader Joe's chickenless seasoning. It's just sea salt, onion powder, spices, turmeric, and garlic powder. What I think is in the spices, if I smell, oh my God. It smells exactly like Top Ramen, the flavor packs. Me and my cousin used to eat those dry and just sprinkle the flavor pack on like it was chips. It was delicious. What a time. Anyways, I think the spice that I'm smelling that's different from the ingredients they list is actually celery salt. So if you're looking for something to add that chicken flavor, celery is something that's always sauteed in chicken broth. So I think that's what they added. This stuff is salty. You do not need a lot. This is probably like an 1/8 teaspoon. I'll actually write out the ingredients at the bottom because I love you, and even though I hate doing it, it's my duty. Toss them around and you really just want them rolled in this. I love doing this in a bowl so everything is evenly coated. I'm out of breath. Just like the asparagus, you want the chickpeas to have their own space to party and to bake, okay? And I can see the asparagus is doing exactly what I wanted and blistering, so I'll show you like right here, right now. As you can see, everyone has room to roast. These guys, like you guys need to get away from each other. Yeah, stay away. And the asparagus is blistering up beautifully. Okay, bye. Make good choices. Now we're gonna get started on the pasta. I'm gonna let it come to a boil, and what I'm gonna use some fusilli. I know some people really hate this pasta shape. I love it. So this is what I'm gonna be using. Use any pasta shape you want. The reason I chose fusilli is because that's what we have, but also fusilli is nice because it has like the turns in there. So it's very good for pasta sauces that need to be trapped, you know? And since this pasta sauce has like chickpeas inside of it, like mashed up, it's gonna be nice to like trap all those little nuggets of mashed chickpea goodness. It's gonna be good. We're gonna start making sauce, the creamy, delicious goodness. Garlic. Y'all, garlic has been an elusive mistress at best. Literally everyone in LA when this started happening was like, you know what, we need garlic. We finally got our hands on some garlics, but I'm only using 2 cloves. Use as many as you want. You know what you like, baby. I'm going to slice these into little discs, but if you want to garlic press these into oil, I would do it on very low heat. I like slices. I like to have a bite of garlic in my dish, but if you don't like that, you like it like more evenly incorporated, you can press it, but make sure your oil is on very low heat. We're gonna turn the heat onto medium low if you're pressing, and I'm gonna add just a tablespoon. Live your life. Spread it all around. The pan is greased. The pan feels hot. Now I'm gonna take the garlic and put it inside. So then we're going to saute everything. We're gonna saute these until they're semi-translucent. But really, if they start to brown, turn down your heat. Or you can always lift your pan and put it on a cold burner. That tends to cool stuff down faster if you're in a pickle. This is what it'll look like when you're ready to add the chickpeas. Other things that would be great to add at this time: shallots, fresh sprig of rosemary, cherry tomatoes. I don't have everything. Now I'm going to take a cup of that chickpeas. Turn down your heat or turn it off. I don't know how hot your stove gets, but you don't want them to burn. You're making a lot of noise right now. Now we're gonna toss them around. Let them develop some flavor. And I'm gonna add a pinch of salt. Oh, the asparagus is done. Let's take it out. All right, now the asparagus is done. I'm gonna take it off this tray and I'm gonna put it in another small bowl. So good. This is taking 1,000 years. For you, it will have only taken 5 seconds. All right. The asparagus is resting. Asparagus is resting. You stay there until I'm ready for you. The chickpeas are still not done, so I'm gonna give them a little toss. And then I'm gonna stick them back in the oven at 425 for like 15 more minutes until they get like a beautiful color and they look crispy and have browned evenly. Bye! Pasta water is ready, it's hot, it's ready, and I'm just gonna add this whole bag in. When it comes back to a boil, / when it starts boiling over, I'm going to cook it for a little bit less than the amount of time. So it says 8 minutes, test at 7. I'm gonna cook 6 minutes. The reason is because I'm gonna incorporate some of the pasta water at the end into the sauce when I break down the chickpeas, and then finish off cooking my pasta in the sauce. Trust me, will change your life. If you don't cook your pasta all the way and then add it to sauce, cook your pasta almost done, add it to the sauce. Caught that one. All right, bye. I'm gonna let water boil. While the water is boiling, start smooshing your chickpeas. This is gonna be hard to do with one hand. Okay, I'm just gonna start smooshing my chickpeas. Should look like, wowie zowie. Pasta has cooked. Okay. The men in my life are noisy. Pasta is cooked. I'm taking 1/2 cup of the pasta water, and I'm gonna put it with the chickpeas. Hi! Do you want to do a trick? Can you dance? Are you all right? We're gonna turn it back on the chickpea mash with the pasta water in it. This is what it should look like. So we're gonna mix it around just so it starts getting creamy. And I'm gonna make a little room in the center and add the pasta. The pasta has been drained. So now I'm gonna start tossing the pasta with the chickpeas. That's what it looks like. You can see stuff's looking like gooey. Kind of getting that creamy sauce on top. I added another little splash of extra virgin olive oil. It was about a tablespoon. If you don't have lemon, I'm sure it'll still taste very good. I'm gonna add just a little squeeze, nothing more than like a teaspoon of lemon. Just because I don't really have herbs or anything to flavor this, I think that lemon will add a really nice brightness that the herbs would have if we have any. And I'm going to mix up the lemon into this. Now I feel like the lemon has been evenly mixed in. I'm going to add our resting asparagus. Okay. And I'm just gonna sprinkle that on top. Like so. The chickpeas are done, yay. Everything came together at the same time, that's so happy. And then I'm gonna mix the asparagus together. Now I'm gonna add some salt to taste, probably just another pinch of salt. And then some fresh cracked black pepper. A couple cracks, depending on how much you like. I'm gonna add a little bit more water just because mine evaporated. Okay, I did about less than a quarter cup of water, just so I can deglaze the bottom of the pan. It's starting to get a little sticky. I'm gonna use chili flakes. I'm just gonna use a little bit. Obviously you don't have to have these if you don't like the spice, but I'm just gonna do not too many in pasta like this. It needs something. So I have the salty, I have the fat, I have the acid, I have the heat. Oh, it's the baked chickpeas on top. I'm gonna take some out, plate it, show it to you guys. We'll take a bite shot. It'll be delicious. I'll put it in a little plate. Let's see what else I have in here. Amazing. You can garnish it with a little vegan Parmesan. This is my favorite brand. Now our chickpeas are roasty toasty. If you can see, it's gonna be crunchy and delicious on top. So I will garnish that. That's what he looks like. Wow. I'm gonna go take some B-roll. Bye. Like the starchiness from the chickpeas makes it creamy and delicious, but it's not like heavy cream like an Alfredo. It's kind of like a light buttery pasta with all the olive oil. There's some asparagus that's roasted and blistered to perfection. Some crispy chickpeas. I'm gonna get a bite of everything. Okay, yes, absolutely. So good. I love the lemon in there. The chili flake in there is just bananas. And I just love I love the brightness and the acidity from the lemon, I love the creaminess and the starchiness from the chickpeas emulsifying with the olive oil. I love the zing of the red pepper and the crunch and little pop of the baked chickpeas, and the asparagus is just the cherry on top. Obviously you can do this with other veggies. I just love that there's like little bites of like asparagus. So you get like a little bit in every bite. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much. Let me know if you make this or anything, any adaptation with what you have at home right now. I'd love to see that. You can follow me on Instagram for more videos kind of like this. And if you like this format, let me know. Thank you for watching and commenting and giving this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And I'll see you very soon in a new video. Bye. And Jessie, dinner's done.